Hello, everybody. Welcome to night 2 of round 14. We're in a midweek round in the EFL Championship, and we have a lovely watch along. If Sky actually take it off Sky Sports News and put the coverage on, that would be nice. None of the channels are there yet, so fingers crossed there's no ghost in the machine over there. But we should be watching Pompey versus Wrexham tonight from Fratton Park. Usual kind of housekeeping with these midweek rounds is that our TV kickoff is 8 p.m. So the other remaining games kick off at 7:45. And obviously if there were 8 last night, there are 3 of them tonight. And those games have already indeed kicked off. Preston versus Swansea, QPR versus Southampton, and Sheffield Wednesday versus Norwich. Pompey Wrexham, which is our game, is going to be up and running at 8 p.m. and we'll have a good little look at everything as we get into that, and we'll be across any goals that go in before kickoff at 8 p.m. in our watch along. Good night last night. Good night if you're a Coventry fan. They won 3-1 on the watch along against Sheffield United, and we did a hot takes video this morning on all of the action last night. Right, let's get in with the first request from you lot. Can we get a like spike to start off the night wherever you're watching from? Hit that like button. You've got 11 seconds to do it. Away you go. Thank you, each and everybody. We got a chance already at Norwich. Oh, goodness me. Sargent in behind. 1v1, and it kind of just dribbles wide of the post. He'd have scored that in August, wouldn't he? Is it Iorfa? Chasing him back there, getting his feet in a muddle. Tries to kind of dink it over the keeper. And said he's been getting no service, Sargent, at Norwich. Well, he got some there within minutes of this game starting, and he could not take advantage. Let's say some hellos. Let's say some thank yous, actually, for the likes. How are we doing for likes? 31 likes. Can we get to 50 before kickoff is the normal target. I hope you can all see me, hear me. I've got mic doesn't sound amazing in my ears, so hopefully it sounds all right for you lot. Let's say some hellos in the comments, although they are coming up on the screen. Neil, welcome. Lee, Michael, hope Ben has got a good supply of water bottles. I have a couple, very much. Ben, welcome to you. Tom, Isaac, Dave. Yeah, Godspeed to anyone with dogs tonight and all the firework noise. They won't be enjoying that. Who else we saying hello to? Kieran, last night was dreadful from a Bristol City point of view. Kelly, welcome. Who else have we got? Jay Deagles. What else have we got here? Akshay, welcome to you. Loud and clear. Hopefully we are all good. Right. Shall we dive into team news then? We're getting a chance in the QPR Southampton game. QPR winning it in midfield. I wonder why we're seeing this particular passage of play. No reason whatsoever. Literally just kicked out of play. So I don't know why we're seeing any of QPR Southampton. Maybe they're doing a little bit on the Southampton caretaker manager in charge tonight. My God. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Norwich 0. Can it get any worse? Yes, it can, apparently. Sargent misses that huge chance for Norwich. And Sheffield Wednesday take the lead minutes later. And we're going to see it, actually. Bannon on the ball. Oh my God. He smashed it in from 30 yards, just stuck it in the top corner, Bannon with his left foot. It's an absolutely brilliant goal. How's your luck, Norwich? You didn't want that going against you after 4 minutes. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 0. I will get a good view of this from behind Barry Bannon. This is a brilliant... What a goal. Flies past the keeper. He's got no chance. It's brilliant from Bannon. It's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 0. What a goal. Wow. Anyway, help me out here, guys. Sky are telling me that my channel should be showing Portsmouth versus Wrexham. It's clearly not. Are they going to go to the coverage 1 minute before kickoff or something? It's quite scary when you're trying to do a watch along of said game. So hopefully they're going to go there after the break. Not very helpful that it says 7:30 the coverage starts. It clearly doesn't. But hey, hopefully it's going to switch over any second. Right, let's get some team news, lineups. Yeah, I think you guys are saying the same thing as me, so hopefully it's going to change over imminently. Let's do the lineups for Pompey versus, looks like we're going to the coverage now. Fingers crossed. Hopefully Pratt's in a studio or Michelle. Oh, no in studio. We've gone straight to the game. Interesting. But it looks like we have the coverage that we were after. Right, let's do our lineups and then we'll get into some predictions. Usual thing, who you're looking forward to seeing playing, who are your match winners. Right, tonight for Pompey in goal is Bursick, Knight, Paul, Boat, Devlin and Ogilvie, Dazelle and LaRue. Murphy starts. He's probably not started for a while. I don't know if he started at the weekend. I think he came off the bench, didn't he? Chaplin and Bishop. Preston 1, Swansea 0. Another early goal in the first 10 minutes of the Championship. Preston are on fire and they have the lead on the bench for Pompey. Killip, Matthews, Williams, Pack, Swanson, Swift, Bianchini, Kirk, who came off the bench youngster and scored the other day. Yang is the final name on the Pompey bench. For Wrexham. Now, we did Wrexham on Friday, and it looks pretty much exactly, I think that's exactly the same team. I'm pretty confident, actually. Okonkwo, Clareworth, Scar, Hyam, Kabore, Kachache, Sheaf, James, O'Brien, Windass and Moore. Obviously scored a hat-trick last time we did Wrexham. On the bench for the Red Dragons, Burton, Doyle, Dobson, Thomason, Barnett, Longman, Broadhead, Hardy and Smith. Interesting that Callum Doyle doesn't go straight back into the team. He was obviously suspended after a red card. Excellent and expensive defender as well. So, yeah, he's going to have to earn his way back into the side. We're just doing the remembrance tributes here. Feel free to give any of your own in the comments. Another great Bannon effort. Maybe they had technical difficulty with the studio. It doesn't look like it, Dylan. I think they're just not doing in-studio coverage from Elstree. And we just got the commentator and the co-coms running this one. It's all good. Arise, Sir Bannon. Well, yes, indeed. Yeah, our Labrador doesn't mind fireworks. Oh, my God. My mother-in-law's dog is diazepanned up to high heaven, I think, tonight. Does not do well with the fireworks. Bless little Alfie across the road. I hope he's okay. Hello to everybody's dogs on fireworks night, and good luck to you. Just keep the poor little blighters calm is all I will say. We are, as I say, mid-remembrance tributes. So feel free to pay your respects in whatever way you see appropriate. in the comments. And let's get into some predictions for this one. Portsmouth v Wrexham. Now, what did it say on the community tab here? Okay. Someone else go and vote because we've got 999 votes. We need 1,000. Portsmouth versus Wrexham, 21% have the draw. 31% have a Pompey win. 48% are going for Wrexham in this one. The 81% that went for Coventry last night were indeed correct. And the 28% on Monday that had Sunderland and Everton drawing were also correct. Get your predictions in via the comments. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. Just tell me what the score is going to be. Portsmouth versus Wrexham. You got 24 seconds to get your predictions in. Go. Right, good job, you lot. Keep those predictions coming. I'll read out as many as I can in just a minute. We must quickly say thank you to the wonderful people over at Betfred, who are, as part of my deal on the Untitled podcast, I appear on there, and they help out with our watch-alongs here. So we are brought to you in association with Betfred. Keep the predictions coming, and we do have a super chat target tonight. We only did 5 last night, so we've got a 5 super chat target. You can support any which way you like here. It'll always be free. Your bare minimum is you've got to interact, get in the comments, get the chat going, hit like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you can afford to donate, you absolutely don't have to, but it is a massive, massive help in the Bloom household. And we have a super chat target of 5 super chats of any amount, and they are greatly, greatly appreciated if you can get involved. Right, let's have some predictions then. Right, what have we got here? Wrexham 3-1, Wrexham 2-0, 2-0 Wrexham. Oh, sorry, I nearly deleted that. Who was that? Ben, sorry. 1-1, 3-1 Wrexham, 3-1 Wrexham, 5-2 Wrexham. I'll have some of what you're having. DCFC Eustace, it's John Eustace in the chat there. 2-1 Pompey, 3-1 Pompey, 3-1 Wrexham, Desmond. 2-1 Wrexham, 2-1 Pompey, 2-1 Wrexham, 2-0 Wrexham, 0-0. Oh, sorry if you saw that swear word up there. Let me just delete that. Apologies. We're trying this thing up on the screen here, but unfortunately it is open to abuse somewhat, but I think I've policed that there. 0-0, 2-1 Dragons, 2-1 Wrexham. There we go. Right, Kelly, you angel. I'm too I can't speak. I'm too my God. I'm too superstitious. Apparently, I'm too stupid to read to do predictions. I'll just ask how Enid's Halloween was. It was lovely. She is going through a bit of a afraid of the dark moment, so we're not pushing it too hard. But we did go to a Halloween circus on Thursday, Kelly. So thank you so much for the super chat, and I will send her your love tomorrow because she's in bed now, and that's where she will stay. A couple more predictions here. 2-1 Wrexham, 2-1 Wrexham. They're both the same. Right, we have kicked off. Free kick pinged in by Pompey. They're trying to pen Wrexham in. It was put on Ogilvy's head over to the left-hand side. Trying to just head it across the box, weren't they? But nothing doing there. We've got another super chat. Danta Tour. I'll take it. Always have to back Kelly. Thank you very, very much. Danta Tour. If I'm getting the name right there, feel free to correct me there, Danta, in the chat. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you for your super chat. We are 2, 4, 5. I'm really sorry. Let me just try and calm. Hugh, are you okay in the chat? We'd really love to have you here, mate. But if you could just calm down a little bit, that'd be great. And we can have a lovely chat going there. Dan Tattooer. It's so obvious when you say it, isn't it? Sorry, Dan Tattooer. Thank you for the super chat. All right. The ball is back with Joe Bursick. They haven't had the first choice keeper, Pompey, since the derby against Southampton. They've gone long and they've actually won it high up here. Murphy into the box. Murphy puts that across. Easy gather by Okonkwo. Just fizzed it across the box there, Murphy. Man over at the back stick. It was Thierry Small for Preston, who are superb, aren't they? They lead against Swansea. Preston going to go on to 25 points. 2 off the automatic places at game 14. Tremendous evening, Rich. Oh, keep us updated. Yeah, if you're watching, have I got a correspondent for Preston, QPR and Sheffield Wednesday here? I hopefully have. But yeah, keep us posted. Ben, legend. Honours even in the me and you derby last night, mate. The EFL madness continues for another round. That's 3 super chats from 5. Thank you so much. Wrexham now sticking the free kick in long. It's a game to get territory to start here, isn't it? Both sides going long, just trying to gain control however they can. Kachache fouls Ogilvie. Mark, thank you so much. $2 for Stephen Crean and all who suffered injuries. Oh, this is the Forest fan on the train. God, that sounded terrifying. And I use trains to go up to Manchester, so I cannot imagine. Can I put the clock up? I should have done I haven't done the clock. We're all over the show here. Apologies, Daniel Eads. We're going to do the clock now. Let me just see this attack out, and then you can get properly synced up. Another free kick. Scruffy start to this game. Various fouls and restarts already. Oh, more fireworks going. Alfie Dog's not going to like that, is he? Right. Have a clock. There we go. Might even put the score up if you're lucky as well. I think I was a bit jittery tonight because the coverage wouldn't come on until about 2 minutes before the game. We are sorted. Connor Chaplin is having a good look at this free kick. So is Josh Murphy, who might pull rank, given the amount of goals and assists, etc. that he got. Well, it's mainly assists. Last year. Here comes Murphy. Hits it goalwards over the bar. I don't think he believed he was going to score then, did he? It's kind of that type of a run-up. But there you go. 0-0. Bit of a scruffy start to this game, like I say. Both sides feeling each other out, and the battle for territory has been get it forward early. So we might get a bit of direct football tonight. Revised prediction for Derby this season. There speaks someone who doesn't know where I predicted Derby to finish. I'm very happy with my Derby prediction. Thank you very much. I'm pretty much spot on right now. So I will not be revising my Derby prediction. But they're on fine form, aren't they, Derby? 4 wins in a row. Throw in. Bovat hurls it down the line. Murphy tries to hold the ball up. It's going to be a Wrexham throw. Clever's going to take it. Windass comes short. And I'm obliged to pass on. Birmingham for the playoffs. Pass it on. Indeedio. And, Stephen, that is our 5th Super Chat. So, big thank you. No more Super Chats required. Save it for... We're not going to be here on Friday. I've got a show in Bilston at the Robin with That's So 90s. I will be here on Saturday lunchtime, though. God knows who's playing. No idea, but I'll be here. It's been a busy week. That kind of week. Thank you to all our wonderful Super Chatters. It's into the channel. Hyam clears his lines. Pompey trying to get after it goes into the channel. Devlin, the wing back, pushing forward. Old school this game, isn't it? I'm a Derby fan and was hoping you'd go even higher now. No. You realise how hard it is to get even like 1 correct on the 1 to 24s. If I'm 1 out with Derby at the moment. Where are Derby, by the way? Are they 11th? I had them 10th and they're 11th. Going to get overtaken tonight? They can, can't they? Everyone can get overtaken every week in the blooming Championship, can't they? Okonkwo has to quickly deal with that, with Colby Bishop closing him down. Deals with it pretty well, I'd say. 2 balls on the pitch. Slow down, Pompey. Big hypothetical. If Pompey sacked their manager? No. They don't want to do that, do they? I think that would be a bad idea. He's done a great job there. Musinho, struggling a little bit right now, but I'm sure they're very happy with him. Back through to Okonkwo. Pompey are doing their absolute level best to not let Wrexham have over half a second on the ball at any point. Millwall v Preston. That feels very Alex Neely, doesn't it? 12:30. Saturday lunchtime is 4 a.m. my time. Please tell me, Kelly, you don't get out of bed for it. Just flip it on the iPad or whatever and watch it bleary-eyed, right? Oh, excuse me. Pompey hitting the front again. Knight just throwing it straight through, looking for Murphy. Dazelle has dived in there, and we get the normal theatre here of all the Wrexham players surrounding the referee. We basically get this any slide tackle in football now, don't we? Referee's got the yellow card in his hand, which I think's the right decision. I haven't seen a replay yet. Andre Dazelle just missed timing that. Let's have a look. Oof. Not the greatest tackle in the world. It's on Ben Sheaf, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's a yellow card. Little tiny bit of the ball, but that doesn't matter. He goes right through Sheaf, doesn't he? I think for it to have been worse, his feet would have had to be off the ground. I know It literally doesn't say that in the laws, but what it does say in the laws is reckless endangering opponent out of control, I think. Is out of control in the IFAB wording? I think it is. Although, maybe it's not. I think it's just reckless. But surely tackling with your feet off the floor would be reckless, wouldn't it? There you go. Wrexham going in long, looking for hat-trick hero Kiefer Moore. To be fair to Pompey, I know they've been pretty rudimentary so far, but they've kept Wrexham off the ball, haven't they? Frustrating loss against Derby last night. Not all doom and gloom yet. 1 point off the top 6. No, God. Definitely not doom and gloom for Hull. It's a defeat, isn't it? What fans of Derby, etc., need to realise is about 15 clubs think they can same every season with the playoffs, isn't it? Kabore goes down the right. Ogilvie kicks it against him, wins a goal kick. George Ellick made a brilliant point from Not the Top 20 when we had him on. Check that interview out. George is so smart, it's not even funny. And he said that he finds when they do their predictions and they speak to fans of teams, fans will say, the most negative fans will say, oh, I think we're going to struggle quite badly this year. Haven't got a very good team. Manager's not going to last and I don't like the owners. Where are you going to finish? Oh, about 15th. So that's as negative as it gets. And then everybody else thinks they're going to be in the playoffs, don't they? So what are you going to do? Spoiler alert, only 4 teams are finishing in the playoffs. We've done this before. I can tell you that as an objective fact. Kachache. Head tennis. What language can I use? This game is not one for the purists. I love it. It's a good old scrap on the south coast. I bet it's bloody windy down there as well, isn't it? As well. Don't know why I said as well twice, but elsewhere in the Championship, Preston 1, Swansea 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 0. And to sum up, poor old Norwich's season. They missed a 1v1 with Sargent and then Bannon slammed it in the top corner from 30 yards out a minute later. The way she goes, for any Trailer Park Boys fans out there. The way she goes, bud. The way she goes. O'Brien. You see Wrexham very deliberately trying to slow the game right down and stop the tidal wave of Pompey pressing and direct balls forward. O'Brien knocks into Moore. Moore thought he was fouled. Referee doesn't whistle. It's with Chaplin now. Chaplin clips it forward early, headed away by Cleworth. That was a handball in there by Hyam, not given. James. One team wants this game played at one tempo and the other wants them to slow the hell down. Can Wrexham get their way here? Apologies. Not that you'll hear me now. Looks like we're having trouble with our Facebook feed. Not sure why that's happened. But as I say, you can't hear me if I'm saying it now. Anyway. Reckless as a player. When a player acts with disregard, it must be caution. What's the one, David, if you're on IFAB, what's the one for red cards then? For serious foul play? What's the wording for that? Norwich not really offering much. Sheffield Wednesday relatively comfortable. I've nothing much to offer. I've nothing much to say. I'm an absolute beginner. And I'm absolutely sane. There you go. Thanks, David. Using excessive force is when a player exceeds the necessary use of force and endangers the safety of an opponent and must be sent off. Yeah. So people make up these things about out of control, or he's gone over the top of the ball, or a straight leg tackle, and it's like, was it excessive force or not? You know, it's like that horrible last man thing when it's clearly written as denial of obvious goal scoring opportunity. It's like, read the laws, come on. Especially pundits on TV, stop it. Pompey nice and aggressive again in midfield. LaRue wins that. They had to go all the way back to Joe Bursick, though, in goal. Nice hold. And Dazelle knocks it into the centre halves. Chaplin finds a pocket, as he's very good at, and tries to spring Murphy away on the left wing. Easily blocked. And Wrexham, Kiefer Moore will be furious with that. He's had no service whatsoever, and he made a run to the channel and it just booted over his head. Forward long again. Bishop heads it on. 17 minutes, no attempts on goal. We've not had any attempts. And to be fair, it was a free kick, booted into the stand. Don't forget that glorious moment of total football. Love watching your videos, Benjamin. Comment of the day, Joe. Well done, mate. I love that you love watching our videos here. Very kind. Okonkwo. He got the press on again. Pompey and have won it back. For all it's a bit rudimentary, the game, I think Pompey are on top. Controlling it the way they want to. James. Bit of space now for Sheaf to run into. Good carry by Sheaf. Oh, little feed into the box. Shot at goal. Good save. Best chance of the game, that. Lewis O'Brien, whose job in central midfield for Wrexham is to run around a lot, but when they're attacking, get in the box. Love it. Couldn't quite direct that into the corner. Not the worst effort, you'll see. Decent save by Bursick. Corner to Wrexham. This one has nil F in nil written all over it. Maybe, hopefully not. Give us some goals, come on. Corner goes short. I don't care who scores them, let's just have some. O'Brien crosses back stick, headed down, great save. Kiefer Moore, big header. It's a really good save by Bursick. That didn't have nil F in nil written all over it, did it? Don't leave big Kiefer on the back stick on his own, for God's sake. Everyone knows what happens if you do that. He gets a header on goal. Great save, Bursick. We'll wait for Sky on the replay there. Don't think... There you go. That is the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Don't think Wrexham do 0-0s. Correct. Especially not when we're watching along, right? O'Brien, Windass, yeah, get him on the ball. Looking for Moore again. Moore hits the deck inside the box. Don't think he was ever going to get fouled for that. Watching from Rwanda. Watching from Donegal, Ireland. No, it's not a penalty. Here's that chance. It's a good cross by O'Brien. Gets it out of his feet. Ooh, that's really close. He's right on the line there when he saves that. That's a brilliant save. What a save. He does zero wrong with that header. If he had his time over, again, he'd get it 1 foot further away from the keeper, but he does nothing wrong there. Kiefer Moore, does he? Great header, great save. Adrian, watching from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play Where in the World when we get back from half time, and you can all tell me where you're watching from. We'll all do it in one go. Remind me to do that, please, guys. We are midway through the first half. 0-0. It's quiet. I won't go as far as it feels like a 0-0, but it feels like a under 1.5 for sure, doesn't it? But there's plenty of good stuff going in the comments. Like this comment from Danny. Yeah, Norwich can't afford to leave it too late, sacking Manning. Yeah, nearly a third in. Still on single digits. Yeah, one more game to go until international break 3. And that will be round 15 at the weekend. Norwich play Leicester. I know Leicester aren't in good form, but I'd say you wouldn't pick them for a win. You'd pick Sheffield Wednesday and they're losing. Losing there at the moment. Bannon with a brilliant goal for Wednesday. Ogilvy's down at the moment, by the way. Thierry Small got an early goal for Preston. Well, they've actually got the Hawkeye on that save. Yeah, brilliant. Right on the goal line there. Great bit of goalkeeping. Wrexham don't get going until the second half. Yeah, okay, well, we'll read comments until then. Hey, Pompey might get going, mightn't they? Grim, we normally score after Phil's hairdryer at half-time. Man City are winning in the Champions League, if you like that sort of thing. Okonkwo has got it. Those two scorelines mean Preston will be in 4th if things stay the same. Sheffield Wednesday will be climbing to -2 points. Windass in the box. Oh, Windass squares it. Oh, goodness me. Complete open net there. Bursic had to go to the near post. But there's a flag for offside. Maybe that's why Bursic looked fairly calm there, despite leaving his goal completely empty. Who was offside? Neither of them there. Oh, did O'Brien touch that? If O'Brien touched it, then it's offside. Linesman didn't have a clue then. Why didn't he flag as soon as the cross went over then? I don't get it. That was a ridiculously close non-goal. It's a great save, wasn't it? I think it's probably a bit churlish to say Kiefer Moore should have got it a little further into the corner because it wasn't a bad header by any point. Headed down into the ground, pretty well into the corner, wasn't it? I think sometimes you just have to say, good save. Weird with Norwich and Sheffield United in the bottom 3, yeah. Very first season I was kind of covering Championship from the word go. Norwich and Sheffield United were the top 2, let alone in the bottom 3. John Massinho just having a word with Devlin and Chaplin. I don't think he'll be massively unhappy. I know Wrexham have come the closest with that header, but Pompey are obviously attempting to control the game, you know, by playing into the front and chasing after it. And for the most part, particularly in the first 15, it worked. Although, yeah, Sky know what I'm saying right now because they've put up last 15 minutes, which would be 10 minutes to 25. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the first 10. Pompey were good there. All the shots and all the possession, or the majority of the possession, are for Wrexham. Ogilvy is still down and not moving anywhere fast. He might be done. Yeah, he is done. Jordan Williams is going to come on. It's going to be another injury for Pompey. Massinio and Sam's mate John Harley just figuring that out down there. Yeah, Ogilvy's out of the game. Yeah, God. Injured players for Pompey. Segicic, Lang, Shaughnessy, Chibuzi, Blair, Farrell, Schmidt, Waddingham, and now Ogilvy. 2-week break at least after this one, but yeah, the struggle is real to get 11 out there for Pompey at the moment, isn't it? Excuse me, sorry. So it's his knee he's holding. Ouch. So Kabore just closes him down, and as he swings the left foot to kick it forward, he's obviously, it's an impact one. He's hurt himself kicking Kabore, basically. As Kabore closed him down. Don't think it was even given as a foul. So just an unlucky one for Connor Ogilvy, who is out of the game, and Jordan Williams is in. Who you may remember, I think I'm right in saying, from Big Val's Mega Barnsley team in the COVID season, who finished 5th. Imagine that. Barnsley in the middle of League One now, under Conor Hurahan. And you can check out my and Matt SB's predictions for League One each and every week over on the Matt SB channel. And Matt appeared on my channel yesterday, talking a bit of Championship. Great conversation. Bursic kicks it straight to Sheaf. O'Brien coming down the left. Chased by Dazelle there. Throw-in taken quickly. Man City 2, Dortmund 0. Murphy coming forward down the left-hand side. Murphy hits the shot low. I think that might shave the post as it just goes wide. He's unlucky there, Murphy. Great strike. Does it hit the post, that? Look really, really close. No, but it only misses by less than a foot probably. Really, really close. Love that Matt guy. Right on cue. There he is. SB in the house. Welcome, Matt. Great win for Matt's Coventry last night. Check out Matt's vlog over on the Matt SB channel for that one. I miss doing vlogs. Do you know what? I was at Ipswich West Brom the other day and I didn't do a vlog. It's the first football match I've been in for years where I haven't kind of been doing a vlog. I just wanted to focus on the Blue Monday live show afterwards. But yeah, maybe that season of my life is ceased for now. Used to do so many vlogs. My God, happy days. Got a daughter now. Got to focus on that really. Cleworth. O'Brien. Cleworth. Wrexham continue to build up possession here. Sheaf. Cleworth. Sheaf. Pompey look nice and structured and solid and press well, don't they? Going to make Wrexham work for it if they are going to pass through them. Can they get some more dangerous possession than this? Well, not right now because Pompey have won it back. Drawn a foul there actually. Dazelle, I think he got fouled by Matty James. Bring back the car reviews. Classic days. Me waffling on in my car with my pages of notes. I think it's okay to admit whenever we start doing something, we don't really know what we're doing, do we? I didn't really know what I was doing there, but it was good fun. Saw loads of football matches. Windass. James. James is quite a good barometer for how well Wrexham are playing, aren't they? He tends to get on the ball when they're in games and controlling games from the base of that midfield three. Gabore down the right. Ran into trouble, but they're going to have a crossing opportunity anyway. Good ball into the centre. Moore had gone near post. Windass in the middle of the goal over his head. Chaplin comes away with it. Great strength by Chaplin, who's only about 4'3", isn't he? Bless him. Can handle himself. Tries to switch a play there. Hospital ball and Wrexham win it. Windass. High line Pompey. Goodness. Right up on halfway here. That's one thing about that Wrexham attack. You know Windass and Moore ain't going to run in behind you, are they? Not their game, is it? Ryan Hardy, who's on the bench for Wrexham, he'll run all day, won't he? Half time at Deepdale. Preston 1, Swansea 0. If anyone's watching QPR Southampton, give us an update. That'd be nice. Dave, are you watching it, matey? Let us know if you're across Rangers Southampton. 0-0 over there in Shepherd's Bush. And 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Brilliant goal by Bannon. Oh, here come Pompey into the box. Cut back by Dazelle. Always going to fall for Bishop. Bishop sorts his feet out, puts it across the box. Good header. Clear by Dan Scarr. It's into the box again, and Okonkwo grabs it. Must you remind me of the Swans losing? It's kind of the gig, left-handed Tom. I'm sorry. Think of the positive. Preston are winning. They'll be happy, even if you're not. It's probably, I know Murphy went really close, that kind of breakaway inside left channel, but in terms of actually getting people in the box and looking dangerous, that's probably the most dangerous Pompey have looked, isn't it? No. All right, that's that sorted then. Fair play. 0-0 at half-time. QPR 0, Southampton 0. Here comes Sheaf. Not closed down. Sheaf drills it low. Just wide of the post. It's not a bad shout, although Kiefer Moore wasn't happy that he didn't get the ball slipped through, or at least clipped towards him at the back stick. To be fair to Kiefer, he's completely open, isn't he? Sheaf doesn't miss by much, but it's a horrible contact, actually. Real scuffy shot. Right, there we go. That is our remaining half-time in the 7:45. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 0. Moore tries to feed that through. Blocked out. It's getting a bit looser now, the game. Bit more flow to it, swinging back and forth rather than the territorial battle of the first 10-15. Chaplin, little feed into Bishop. Oh, doesn't get hold. He's trying to knock it back there for Williams. Didn't get hold of it at all. QPR Saints, neither goalkeeper had to make a save. All quiet there. Yeah, just the 2 goals in the 4 games so far. Rich. Norwich offering very little still. The worst second half in the division. Work to do for Manning to save his job. Yeah. I shouldn't laugh, but your mate and mine, Jack, over at Talk Norwich City, if you watched any of his stuff, he's pointed this out, that if Norwich are in a game at half-time, they won't be in it come the hour mark. Oh, dear. Regan Poole came powering forward there. Someone's been whistled. I've got no idea why. Phil Parkinson's not happy about it. I'm just confused. I don't know what happened. Up the north end, says Finney. Swan Zach, on the other hand, says Swansea have dominated Preston, but can't score, so we are getting relegated. I mean, that might be a bit extreme. How can you not score with Ida and Vipotnik and Ronald? They've got some good attacking players, Swans, haven't they? Moore wins the first header. Falls on the edge of the box. Josh Knight kind of flipped it up and tried to half volley it goalwards. He's blocked out. Oh, crossed into the far post, and again Okonkwo static, and it's just flashed past his left stick, just like that Josh Murphy shot. Pompey are actually ending the first half fairly strongly here. Who did that come off? Wonder if that actually was the leg of Poole, or... Oh no, it is. Good effort actually by Regan Poole. Gets there in front of Dan Scarr. Okonkwo doesn't look too bothered by it, but it does flash just past the post. The Steel City derby at Hillsborough soon. Who would have thought Wednesday would be going into it more positive? I'll tell you what, Matt. Guaranteed under 1.5, the old Steel City derby. Never any goals in that game, is there? Here they come down the right. Pompey having a good spell here. Overhit cross has gone all the way to the opposite side. Swung back in. Easy gather by Okonkwo. Wrexham counter now. Sheaf to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to pierce it through to Windass. Not a great ball, to be honest. And the long goal kick goes out of play. 0-0. But we're having some chances now, aren't we? He says, with a combined XG of 0.34 so far in this game. We've had 3 shots on target, 2 from Wrexham, 1 from Pompey. Pompey have had 5 shots. How about that? You will enjoy that. Wednesday up 1 at the half. Barry Bannon fizzing one into the top corner. So true, Ben. 1-0 either way or a 0-0. Oh, yes. Mate, I watched years of Ipswich either drawing or losing by 1 goal to Norwich. Most of the time. Lost by a couple now and then. But they won the last one. Imagine that. Know what them derby games are like. Free kick, Wrexham. Clipped into the box, looking for Windass, who kind of cleverly runs, cuts across the line of the keeper there, which forces Knight to play it. But they've cleared their lines, Pompey, and Chaplin's coming away with it. That's going to be a yellow card, that one. Yeah. Bang to rights there. Ben Sheaf, rugby tackle on Connor Chaplin. Definite yellow card. Just leans into him, shoves him in the back. No attempt to win the ball because he tackles him with his arm. You can't win the ball with your arm. So definite yellow card on that one. Pompey started to play a bit of Brum just before half-time, then went to pieces in the second half. They won't want the same pattern today. They look all right now, don't they? Finishing the second... What did I say second? Finishing the first half. I said that twice, idiot. Fairly strongly, aren't they? As soon as I say that, they cheaply allow the ball to run out of play there. Through their best player as well, Murphy. Cara, what are you doing? Oh, she knows I have to put it up because it's a super chat as well. Poor old Phil, but thank you for the super chat, Cara. Phil Parkinson dinosaur level is I'm going to say is level 1, not League 1. Level 1. Very good record in at League 1. To be fair, Cara would know because he did manage Sunderland. But he's doing good. And thank you for the super chat. We have hit the target, by the way, on super chat. So you can save it up for Saturday. More drills the cross in low. Easy gather for Bursic. Cheap giveaway, wasn't it? To be fair to Kiefer Moore, the cross deflected and straight into the arms of the keeper. In the arms of an angel. Is Windass onside? He is. Windass down the right. Pops it into the middle. Great dive-in header to intercept that. I think they were going to deal with Moore. But in the Championship, if there is one person you don't want to leave it to chance to with balls into the box, it is Big Kiefer, isn't it? He's the guy for sticking the ball into the box to him. Get it in there. As the great Alan Shearer used to say. Shenanigans on the goal line. Moore and Poole. A couple of massive units, those two. Fun and games there. Pushing and shoving. Referee just having a word. As we await this delivery for Wrexham. Lewis O'Brien. It's going to be a left footer. Swung under the bar, no doubt. Judging by where Moore's standing. It's exactly where it goes. Good corner, actually. Cleared away. Sheaf on the edge of the box. Don't lose it there, mate. But they've got no counter-attacking runners. And Kabore is going to deal with that. Tim. Ooh, big lose there. Is turned over. Bishop into the box. Bishop, and he's snuffed out. Ooh, they really nearly got caught out there. Kachache and Kabore over on that right-hand side. No, it's Kabore who gives it away. Is it Kachache who bails him out here? Wow. He just wasn't facing up the play there, Bishop. If he was, he probably scores from that. Good block by Kachache. And it's a corner for Pompey. Scar and Bishop all over each other. I hate it when the players do this, I've got to say. Sorry, Tim. Small's goal, one of the best I've seen this season. After being on top for 10 minutes, Preston spent the rest of the half defending for most of it. Swansea, some lovely passing. Preston passed poorly, but we could score any time on the break. Sounds good to me. Thank you for the update, Tim. Corner, Pompey, first half stoppage time. And it goes to the near post. Moore up there. Oh, great volley back in by Chaplin. Where was that going? Moore got in the way. I wonder whether that was heading into the back of the net. We're going to get a great view from the hanging cam here. I think Okonkwo is going to save it, but it's still a very good defensive header. It's a good hit. It is going down Okonkwo's throat. But you saw the goal from Birmingham yesterday, where the surprise sometimes can do the keeper. Okonkwo punches that corner away. And O'Brien hooks it into the opposition half. It remains 0-0. Pompey go long again. Wrexham win first contact. And Kabore slides. It's going to be a Portsmouth throw. 30 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Looks like we are heading for a goalless first half. O'Brien and Dazelle going at it in midfield there. Here comes Chaplin down the right. Chaplin overhits that cross. It wasn't a half volley. Yeah, Murphy can't pull that out of the sky. No Zidane-like first touch. And the half ends with Murphy and Kabore slapping hands and saying, "Jolly good show, old fella." 0-0 at half-time. 58-42 to Wrexham in the possession. Precious few chances. 3 shots on target in the game. Josh Murphy coming really close for Pompey, just drilling one by the post. Regan Paul also flashed one across goal and past the post. Ben Sheaf had a carry and a shot low to the keeper's right, not far wide. I think the closest anyone came was Kiefer Moore for Wrexham. Decent header down. It's a really good save by Bursick. They did throw up the Hawkeye footage of that. He's right on the goal line. Decent save by the keeper. It looked a little bit scallywag football, didn't it, for the first 10 minutes? It was just, right, kick it in that direction, get away from your goal. Ball comes back, ball goes the other way, ball comes back. Then Wrexham got on top. They tried to slow Pompey down, and they're pressing and they're, kind of Pompey trying to pen Wrexham in. They didn't want to let that happen. And then Wrexham were good in the middle period of that half. And then I thought Portsmouth came quite strong to end the half and made a couple of chances. Portsmouth are the sort of team that don't need a lot of the ball to score. If they get a good ball forward, make the defenders, Neil Warnock would say, get a good press on, they'll make a chance. And I didn't mention at the end of the half when Kabore slid it across the box, his own box in fact. Bishop landed on it, and I think if he'd been facing up the play, like I said, I think there was a really, really good chance for him. I'm being targeted by Milton Keynes' Land of Lights advert here. They know I take Enid there every January, don't they? They got their advertising right here at halftime. Right, I'm going to go and grab a drink, and I'm going to see you all back in about 5 minutes. Keep your eyes on the other games. They should be kicking back off now. Preston 1, Swans 0. QPR 0, Saints 0. Wednesday 1, Norwich 0 at half-time. And the other 3 games in the Championship all kicked off at 7:45. So therefore are 15 minutes ahead of where we are right now. Fill the comments up, get questions in, all that good stuff. We might play Where in the World, actually. That might be decent fun after I get back. But yeah, don't go anywhere, and I will return. We're going to be about 5 minutes. See you then. Welcome back, everybody. Half time in the watch along tonight. Portsmouth 0, Wrexham 0. We have had a second goal at Deepdale. Preston 2, Swansea 0. I think we've got a correspondent there. Osmajic puts Preston 2-0 up against Swansea. So Preston looking really good value now to go into fourth place in the table. They've been brilliant this season. Preston, 25 points from 14 games. They will go on to, they've won half their games this season if they are able to keep it. Can concede a goal. Just don't want to concede two more than they score in the remainder of this game. And they're going to grab the 3 points. Scorched earth tactics half-time. Parky will work the magic. We shall see. Half-time, Pompey 0, Wrexham 0. Big thank you to everybody for the support in the first half. Let's double down. Go for another like spike. Wherever you're watching, I think Facebook is down, but you might be here on YouTube and you might be on Twitter. Hit that thumbs up button. You got 11 seconds. Thank you kindly. It really is impossible to eat something even in 11 seconds, isn't it? Goodness me. Thank you for all of your support. We now have 92 likes. Please hit thumbs up. We'll see if we can get that over 100. Right. You were telling me where you were watching from earlier. So let's play a quick game. We haven't played it for a while. Of where in the world. Again, feel no obligation to be clever or funny. Literally, just write down where you're watching from. I'm really eager to know. We have people watching from all around the world. I want to know where. You've got 20 seconds. Where in the world are you watching from? Tell me now. Fantastic. Keep them coming. Let me know where you are watching from. I'll say a quick thank you to the fine people of Betfred who are supporting our watch-alongs this year. I will be appearing on the Sportsman Untitled podcast a couple of times a month over at Betfred. And in return, they're looking after our watch-along. So big thank you to them. Right. Let's see where in the world you lot are watching from. Here we go. We are worldwide, aren't we? Look, Belgium, Coventry, Australia, Basildon, Philippines, Hull, Seattle, Victoria, Australia. I think we already had that one, didn't we? Lincolnshire, Hampshire, Virginia, Melbourne, Australia, Fife. Very nice. California, Wrexham, Virginia Beach, Durham, Nashville, Tennessee. Well, hello to all of our wonderful friends over in America. And Iceland, where I once had a layover when I flew back from America. So they are linked. Brighton as well. There we go. Couple more. Bromley. Lovely. Right. We should be heading back for the second half anytime soon. We have just had a goal at Shepherd's Bush, Loftus Road. QPR 0, Southampton 1. The no manager bounce could be coming for Saints. They have just gone a goal up, which won't be good news for Pompey, actually. Southampton are about to jump up to 15 points and go above Oxford and Pompey. Just seeing that Bannon goal again. Don't know whether we'll get to see the Preston goals. Excuse me. Yeah, looks like we're going to. Oh, what a strike by Small. Uses the pace on the ball coming at him. Couple of amazing goals. Bannon and Small tonight. Brilliant. Osmajic, strong there. Just knocking Key off the ball. And I think we are going to see the Saints goal. Robertson onto Armstrong. Back to Robertson. Sorts his feet out. Deflected over the keeper. Nice feet. And Robertson is the scorer. I think the youngster, isn't it? Robinson, maybe? Sorry, not Robertson. My bad. And Southampton lead. And yeah, my table has just updated. That now drops Pompey to 20th as things stand. By the way, were Wrexham to score and win this game, it would get worse for Pompey. They would drop below Oxford. Obviously, we've added a point on for the live league table. We've got a few more Where in the Worlds to shout out. Ransom Township, Pennsylvania. Any more? Ireland, Belfast, Dublin, Ontario, Canada, I think that is. Cromer, Norfolk. Never going to be able to pronounce that. Pocatello, Idaho. Very nice. First big chance of the second half to Wednesday. Big save. Kovacevic. But loads of people watching American Day. Tremendous. In Stuart, Florida. Right, we're about to kick off in the second half. Let me reset the teams for you here. I'm guessing no half-time substitutions. Doesn't feel like the type of game that would have any. Bursic, Knight, Poole, Bovat, Ogilvie. No, not Ogilvie. He already went out in the first half. Williams, sorry, down that side. Devlin. Dazelle, LaRue, Murphy, Chaplin, Bishop. For Wrexham, Okonkwo. Hyam, Scar, Cloworth, Kabore, Kachache. James, Sheaf, O'Brien, Windass, Moore. And let's not forget to put the clock up this half. As I did in the first half. I'm sorry. Portsmouth 0. Wrexham 0. Need to go full screen on that, don't I? There we go. I think we're good to go. There's one more bit of housekeeping to do. So, Graham, thanks so much. Watching in Great Yarmouth. Keep right on. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Very, very kind. The Spud Bros. Must be the surprise packet as the package. I deserve it for moaning about their Spud Bros. Emperor Burton in Portland, Oregon. How long have you had those luscious locks? Yeah, all my life. They've been growing out of my head. Them there follicles. Look, going grey now. Look at that. Look at that one. There. Shall I ceremonially rip that out as we're sat here? Don't tell me it looks distinguished. Look like bloody Gandalf. Christchurch, New Zealand. Welcome, Coniston. Long ball goes in. Moore gets underneath it. Bursic gathers that up. Mauritius, go away. Let me stay over for my holiday. Sounds good. Thank you for all of your Where in the Worlds. Do you mind if I have the last little bit of chocolate? Sheaf. Kachache. It's going to go back to Scar. Cloworth. Booted down the ground. Going to be a throw in for Wrexham. Most men of your age would be jealous of them. Indeed. I was listening to a podcast, one of those Chris Williamson Modern Wisdom podcasts the other day. And someone said something very revealing. The guy on there said, don't be ashamed of envy. Listen to envy. It's very, very revealing. So, like the comment says there, most men of your age would be jealous of them. Well, sometimes if you're unhappy about something in your life, I'm not saying this guy is, you might come across like you don't like something. Sometimes envy is a good barometer for what you actually want. So what I'm saying is sometimes when I get stick for my hair online, it might be that the person the other end would actually like to have a nice full head of hair and they're a bit envious, and then they channel that into anger, when maybe they should listen to their own envy. Set your goals by your envy, I think is what he was saying. And it's true. It really is true. If you see somebody doing something and you get that feeling up inside you, it might be that you actually want to do it yourself and you're a little bit envious of them. You don't really hate them. You just hate that they're there and you're not. Do you know what I mean? Do I watch Traitors? I do. Final tomorrow night, isn't it? And Jamal Lowe misses a sitter for Wednesday. And Norwich equalise. Something has gone right for Norwich. Imagine that. 1-1. Chris Garden has scored for them, their Canaries. Wednesday 1. Norwich 1. So true. You're getting trolled by a load of bald blokes. That's what I should do when I'm getting trolled about my hair. Say, send me a picture of your hair. I bet it looks one way. But then I look... That's the thing with getting trolled. You can't win. Because if you snap back, you look like you're being aggressive. Just fired by the post there by Dazelle. Found a good spot. Now, it's not the worst cross in the world, is it? Dazelle will argue, just attack that. Colby Bishop in the box. You have the best hair. As a woman, I wish I had them curls. Do you know what, Sadie? Sometimes people ask me, do I curl my hair in every day? Can you imagine me with curling tongs? Take hours to do it, wouldn't it? I'll take it. Thank you. .51 gone. 0-0. Big goal there for Liam Manning. Norwich equalising. Kvistgarden equalising Bannon's goal. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 1. Elsewhere, Preston 2, Swansea 0. QPR 0, Southampton 1. The only game without a goal is the one I'm watching right here, right now. But this is going to fall on the edge of the box, is it? Williams knocks it out wide right. Oh, fed in again to Williams. Pops the cross in. Oh, is he going to fall? Murphy blocked. Can he follow it in? Good goalkeeping. Okonkwo, very good indeed. And Portsmouth are sticking the pedal to the metal here. Stop it. You look great, Ben. How much did the trip to Turkey cost? I couldn't even afford the plane to Turkey, let alone the bloody new hair or whatever. Come on. If I'd had my hair done in Turkey, would it look like that? Really? It's all real. Corner goes into the near post. They're going to recycle? No. Bishop threw himself at it. Kind of got in his own way there a little bit there. Looked like a reasonable chance. Exactly, Kelly. How do we always wind up talking about Ben's hair? Believe me, it's not me that brings it up, right? Believe me. Chaplin sticks the cross in, back stick. Okonkwo gathers it. Right, last hair comment. If I curl my hair, it falls straight out flat again. You can't win. If you've got straight hair, you want it curly and you can't curl it. If you got curly hair, you want it straight, and you can't be bothered washing it all the time. Enough hair chat. I think we're done. Portsmouth 0, Wrexham 0. Williams. Murphy off the left. Portsmouth started well here. Oh, hits the shot near post. Okonkwo's had a really good couple of minutes for Wrexham. Just palms that wide of the post. That's a great strike by Murphy. It's going in the corner. Okonkwo makes the good save. Really good strike. That's a great save, isn't it? He's so dangerous, Murphy. And he's at full stretch there. And that ball is skimming across the ground as well. Another corner. Really good start to the second half by Portsmouth. Not quite Coventry's level. They were completely on something yesterday for the first 10 minutes of their second half, weren't they? They're gathering around Okonkwo on the goal line, but he's looked pretty unruffleable in the last 2 minutes, if that's a word. In comes the corner, headed down. Oh, how have they not scored in this run? Pompey, point blank header, and Okonkwo, I think, saves it again. What a brilliant virtuoso 3 minutes in goal from Arthur Okonkwo. Absolutely brilliant goalkeeping display this half. He saved that with his legs. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, with his thighs. Good header down. Is it Leroux climbing there? And it's virtuoso stuff now, isn't it, from Okonkwo? Absolutely brilliant. Saving absolutely everything. Portsmouth are going to be thinking they've done enough to score at the start of this half. Oh, and that's broken really nicely. And Murphy hits the shot straight at Okonkwo. The man won't be beaten. Yeah, Murphy must have been offside there. Yeah, flag goes up. Arthur is having a great game. He's been absolutely brilliant in the second half, hasn't he? Talented young keeper, that is. Remember, he didn't start the season in goal, did he, Okonkwo? It was Danny Ward who came in. He's got the shirt now, and he ain't going to be giving it up if he has more performances like he has had in this second half. I mean, we could do with some goals, though, so he's not helping us in that regard, is he? But he's kept Wrexham in the game. 4 shots to 0 to Pompey in this second half. Excellent from Pompey since half-time. Wrexham just trying to get a feel of the ball. Portsmouth coming out strong. QPR 0. Southampton 2. Saints go 2-0 up in minute 69 there. Murphy puts the cross in low to the near post. Can Bishop get there? No, he can't. But it is going to be a corner. This is really good from Portsmouth, but they've got to score while they're this much on top. Although they're playing against a pretty inspired goalkeeping performance here from Okonkwo. Cienza 2-0 for Southampton. A great finish. Sheaf. Here comes Kabore down the. What's he doing going down the left wing? There he is, nonetheless. Anyway, tries to pop the cross in. I think that's run out for a goal kick, hasn't it? Not entirely sure why he was going down the left. Sprinting towards the touchline. He's unlucky not to get a corner there, actually. If it did go out before he crossed it, it went out by about an inch. Very hard to tell, that one. LaRue, Dazelle, Bobat, Murphy, 1v1 with Kabore on the correct side. Now Murphy, great cross. Oh, he did a couple of those the last start because we were watching along. Just get down the wing and cross it. John Barnes style. Look him up, kids. What a player. That's a great cross as well. And just a little toe end on it on the near post, which is going to mean another corner. Narrowly wide from Schlupp. Norwich the better team now. And Norwich finally going to win the game. They are in the ascendancy over at beleaguered, administration-ridden Sheffield Wednesday. LaRue. Pompey trying to keep up the momentum they've had since half-time. Just can't get past the Conquo in the Wrexham goal. He's been superb in the second half. Is that going to break for Windass? Oh, now a bit of space for him down the right-hand side. More in the middle. Oh, more pulled towards the far post. Windass crossed it into the middle. Well read by Regan Poole. Got his angles right in the middle there. Sheaf. Ooh. Loses out in central midfield. Bishop does well. Gets it to a blue shirt. Chaplin gets it back. Drives forward, but into trouble. Can they open up the pitch here a bit, Pompey? They've stayed down that side. Williams on to Bishop. Bishop falling all about the place, but he does get the ball away to Chaplin. Switched out to the left. Really good football by Portsmouth. Excellent. Murphy comes inside. Kabore nicks it off him. If he just had got that out of his feet there, Murphy, then they'd open Wrexham up. But the last line of defence was Kabore then. And he manages to stop it. But here come Wrexham right through the middle. Lewis O'Brien is clear. Oh, what a chance. And he's missed it. My God. That would have been the most Championship thing possible, wouldn't it? Portsmouth completely dominant for the entire half. Wrexham making the best chance there, 1v1. O'Brien clean through from the quick restart. QPR 1, Southampton 2, all going off there. He's got to score here, O'Brien. He even sits the keeper down. Oh, little dummy there. Find the corner. No, straight at him. Oh, goodness me. And I like O'Brien a lot, but when we did the Wrexham Coventry game, or was it Birmingham? I can't remember the game. Someone will correct me. He missed a couple of chances in that one, didn't he? Was it Coventry or was it Birmingham? I don't recall. But yeah, he needs a few goes, put it that way, to get his shooting boots on, doesn't he? QPR pull one back. Yeah, we're just waiting for a goal scorer there. Plenty of goals over. Yeah, could have gone for the Dink. Couldn't he? Burrell, the goal scorer. He's having a good season, isn't it? Just replaying a foul on Bishop right on the edge of the box. Don't think you were ever going to get a penalty for that, even if it was a foul. Normally you look at players' feet there, don't you? As a good guide for whether they're in or out. And he looked out to me. Williams hooks that on. Out it goes for a Portsmouth throw. Well, there you go. Learn something every day. Portsmouth are called Pompey because it's a naval town that refers to Pompeii. All shot driven in, blocked on the near post. Murphy tries to follow in. Excuse me, the opposite side. And Portsmouth in this second half have now had 5 shots, 4 on target, and 3 big chances. And they've been up against a very, very strong goalkeeping performance by Arthur Okonkwo in goal for Wrexham. Brian smacks that up in the air. Maybe the best chance of the half, though, did fall to O'Brien. Championship this year is the most unpredictable one yet. Looking forward to our new sports quarter reveal on the 20th. Oh, I didn't realise that was happening. Remind me about that nearer the time, Sadie, although I'm sure the Birmingham fans will all be reminding me of it when their gargantuous stadium is announced. Kabore just shepherding Williams out. They go for a corner? No, it's going to be a goal kick, isn't it? Oh, no. Slides in. Yeah, it's a corner. Portsmouth keeping the pressure up. They need a goal here, don't they? Well, I've been saying that for about 10 minutes now. Surely they can't play with this level of attacking intensity for the entire half, can they? Here comes a Wrexham counter. Moore can't get it on to Windass. How did you and Parkin become mates? We worked together on the EFL ITV show down at IMG Media at Stockley Park, indeed. And we said we'd do something together. And if you've ever met a footballer, don't trust them to do anything, follow up on anything. Useless individuals, footballers. But Sam actually texted and said, right, we must do that show. And we've been doing it ever since. George Dobson on for Ben Sheaf. Swansea have scored. Preston 2, Swans 1, 10 to play. Howler by Kovacevic, but Wednesday can't find the net with him in no man's land. Out here in no man's land. 1-1, thanks Rich, over there. Wednesday 1, Norwich 1. Keep me updated on these other games if you can. Chaplin fires the shot in. Left-footed wide of the post. Portsmouth have the bit between their teeth, but just can't force the goal in this half. Not the greatest shot Connor Chapman's ever hit, is it? Shanks that one wide. So Dobson in for Sheaf, who remember was on a yellow card. So probably half tactical, half... I know this maths isn't going to add up, but half tactical, half fresh legs, and half red card risk there. Yeah, it doesn't add up. Whatever. Dobson. O'Brien robbed. Chaplin comes away with it. Chaplin tries to draw the foul. Doesn't get it. Just stepped across his man, wait for the contact, went down, no foul given. Nice back heel by O'Brien. Opens up the pitch on the left. It's with James. Dobson. Dobson clip over the top. It's a good ball actually. Windass, great control. Kabore, crossing position. Pops it in right-footed. More flat-footed on the back stick though. Doesn't get on the end of it. Going to be a throw in for Wrexham down the left. Hoiked up in the air. and one in deep central midfield for Portsmouth. Murphy then just boots it over the top for Bishop to chase. Out comes Okonkwo and gathers it. Just over 20 to go in this one, but there'll only be 5-10 minutes left in the 7:45 kickoffs. Preston 2, Swansea 1. Preston going fourth. QPR 1, Southampton 2, which is bad news. Good news for Southampton, bad news for QPR, obviously. And Oxford and Portsmouth are going to get overtaken if that stays the same. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 1 over at Hillsborough. Keep those comments coming. Thank you to all my wonderful super chatters. Graham, Cara, Stephen, Mark, Ben, Dan Tatua, I know how to say it now, and Kelly. Most obliged. We have hit our 5 super chat target. Thank you, everybody. And remember, won't be here on Friday. I've got a show. Will be here on Saturday lunchtime. Headed on by Chaplin. It's going to break from Murphy over on the left wing. A little bit of space. Pops across in early. Cleared out, but only for a throw-in. Cleworth, the front of the 3 centre-backs, with the cross coming from the left. Final 10 at Hillsborough. Could go either way. Keep your eyes on that. Well, keep your eyes on all the games because it's the Championship. We'd all be surprised if there wasn't a late goal in one of the 3, wouldn't we? Always the way. Pompey need to put one of these chances away because we all know what happens in here. Well, we could have had that, couldn't we? When O'Brien went clean through, he should have scored. But yeah, you can't sit there and say, oh, Pompey have been great second half, you know, came up against a good keeper. You just got to force a goal, haven't you? Gotta be done. There is Michael Eisner, the Pompey chairman, Mr. Disney, I believe, or a former CEO of the lesser-known entertainment conglomerate, Disney. You may have heard of them. Ooh, poor kick by Okonkwo there. Williams breathing down James' neck, and he's taking it off him. Williams, excellent play. Comes in off the left. Oh, it's opened up now. Chaplin, big chance. Chaplin. Oh, he took a touch. Could he have? He wanted to get it on the left foot, didn't he? And the shot is blocked out. And again, the Portsmouth domination continues, but they cannot get a goal. Could Chaplin have hit this earlier? Touch and then right foot, or right foot first time. To be fair, he still had to spin his body round. I think he would have had to take a touch, whichever foot he took the shot with. So maybe I'm being unfair. Corner goes in, headed clear. Only positive in recent games has been Burrell. Yeah, that's been a good signing for QPR. He's on the score sheet again. It's not the worst shot in the world by Chaplin, is it? Good block by Kichache. Another corner for Portsmouth. Ben, can you call Parky and tell him to put on Broadhead? You know me, I'd be getting Broadhead in there straight away. Broadhead never starts in the 3-game week, does he? Bless him. Always wrapped in cotton wool, Broadhead. Corner, Pompey. Is going to come in right-footed from Murphy. And it goes low. And it's cleared away. Portsmouth have had 8 shots in the second half alone, 15 in the game now. It's turned into a game that Pompey are really going to think that they should win. But it's 0-0. And not only are they not winning, they could still lose it, couldn't they? That quick counter and O'Brien going through. He should have scored and put Wrexham in front. He didn't. Although here's Kabore. And Kabore's in off the right. Hits a shot left-footed. Big block by Paul. O'Brien, poor ball, tried to help it onto Chache. And out it goes. Do I play football? Not anymore. I used to a lot. You get to a certain age where I used to be able to play a couple of times a week and never get injured. And then you reach a certain age where all of a sudden bits start hurting literally every time you play. And you kind of have to stop because you don't want to limp your way through life. But no, somewhere near the back yelling at everyone. Here comes Murphy. Murphy into the box. Tries to pop the cross in low. Is it going out for a corner? It's going to be a throw in high up. Scar makes the block. Schlupp has just pulled up with a hammy. Ouch. Hopefully that's a tweak rather than a strain tweak rather than a pull, or worse still, a tear, says Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben. So how have Portsmouth conspired not to score in this second half, eh? And Wrexham, to be fair, with that O'Brien chance. We should have had a goal second half here, shouldn't we? First half, I'll give the players a pass, but yeah, maybe we'll blame Okonkwo, the Wrexham keeper, for saving everything, frankly. Hang on in there, right? To be fair, if you're Wrexham and you got the win, obviously, against Coventry on Friday, and you know that it's a home game against Charlton on Saturday, the draw is a fine result, isn't it? Especially if a clean sheet comes with it. Crossed into Bishop near post. Easy gather by Okonkwo. And he has got it back and goes long as we go into the last 15, which means we should be hearing full times or late goals in the other 3 championship games. Kicked off at 7:45. Preston 2, Swansea 1, QPR 1, Southampton 2, Wednesday 1, Norwich 1. Both teams to score in all 3 of those games. And we are here with a 0 as things stand. And this drink just won't cool down, will it? Ceramic cup. Hot, hot, hot. I think we're there in the end, though. Formidable nil. Yeah, nil has been very formidable tonight. I think Lewis O'Brien is coming off. And they're showing that chance. Oh, he even laid the keeper down, didn't he? Could have put it in either corner. Could have clipped it over him. Little dink. Hits it straight at him in a 1v1. In come George Thomason and Nathan Broadhead for Lewis O'Brien and Josh Windass. A central midfielder and the support striker there, like for like swaps. For Wrexham, Zach Swanson has come in for Terry Devlin, who's been playing right wing back for Pompey. Murphy vs Kabore just over on that left-hand side. Murphy knocks it back to Williams. Williams give and go. Good football. Williams into the box. They've defended the last line really well, Wrexham, haven't they? Nice give and go, that. Clever for cross. Makes the block. before Williams can cross it in to the 6-yard box. Corner then, Portsmouth. Murphy sticks it over. Wrexham head on that, and it's fallen to Kabore. Can I get a counter going? Broadhead holds back to Kabore. Swanson will get some decent crosses in. We shall see. They need some. Wednesday finishing strong. We're at 90 minutes, it says on FootMob, in each of the 3 7:45 kickoffs in the Championship. Preston 2, Swansea 1. QPR 1, Southampton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Norwich 1. Where's the late goal? As we used to say on the Saturday Super Stream, there's always a late goal. Bursick, big boot down the ground, booming kick that one. Put Bishop 1v1 with Dan Scarr. And it's all the way back with Bursick again. When was the last time we had a 0-0 on the watch along? We definitely had one this season, haven't we? We've been fairly lucky. 4 goals last night, 5 on Friday. So even if it is 0-0, we'll still be averaging 3 per game for the last 3. Oh no, that doesn't count. We had one on Saturday as well. That was 2-0 to Blackburn, wasn't it? Full time at Deepdale. Preston 2, Swansea 1. Well done, Preston. I think they're going 4th tonight. Outstanding. Great job by Paul Heckingbottom. North End finished last season awfully. Could have got relegated on the last day. Yeah, QPR Oxford, wasn't it? No coincidence, Alistair. It was a Wednesday night, midweeker, wasn't it? Midweek skewing lower scoring. TV having less picks for the Wednesday night game. To be fair, Dave, this game's been more entertaining than QPR Oxford. That wasn't great, was it? We could have had 3 or 4 goals in this second half, couldn't we? But for O'Brien missing the 1v1 for Wrexham and just Wrexham's last line defending and an excellent goalkeeping performance, keeping a real intent attacking showing from Pompey to start the half, but they just couldn't force the goal, could they? And now we go into the last 10. Wrexham trying to get in down the left. Paul makes the tackle. But they have got up the pitch, Wrexham now. In control of possession as we speak. Cleworth. Kabore. Dobson. Scar goes home. Okonkwo goes long to nobody in particular. It's an easy header back. And Pompey are pushing up the pitch. They're going to go long and get around this long ball here. Well, they're going to try to. And it ain't going to work, unfortunately. Straight through to Okonkwo. The intensity just dropping off a little bit now as we go into the last 10. Maybe a bit of caution here. Do both sides say, okay, just don't lose it now? Still 3 points up for grabs. Next goal wins, I bet. Flicked header. Help back. Cleworth. Kabore. It's poor. Straight up for a throw into Portsmouth. Big hurl down the line by Bobat. He's got it back again. Left-sided centre back. Give and go. Off to Zell. Helps it on. Murphy. Murphy's inside the box. Nice feet. Murphy hits the shot. Blocked. They've blocked most things, haven't they? Wrexham. We can talk about Portsmouth shots, but there's a lot of them that won't even go down as actual shots because they were blocked on their way through. Chaplin hits that one low. Easy save by Okonkwo. Norwich very close to scoring at the death. We are still going at QPR and at Sheffield Wednesday. QPR 1, Southampton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 1. Right in the dying embers of those particular games. Broadhead. Cleworth. We are about 6 plus stoppage time away from the end of this one. Helped up the line. Nice turn by Dobson. Plays it out to Cleworth. It looks as though full time in both now. I think we are all done. Oh, that's knocked in diagonally into the box. Broadhead could not keep it in and was going to be offside anyway. By the looks of it. Tight call. So it's not Broadhead, it's Chacho. I just assumed he'd be making a run in down the left. My bad. Moore. No hat-trick for him today. Came really close in the first half, didn't he? Decent header on the back stick. Great save by Bursic. Have we got a goal? On for a 0-point week. The worst type of week, Dave. There's still one more to go. Wednesday, probably the team that looked more like taking all 3, but it ends all square. Thanks for all your updates from there, Rich. You can catch up my man Rich. Catch up with my man Rich. On Blue Monday tomorrow night, he's going to be hosting with Seb Brown, talking Swansea versus Ipswich. Go and check that one out. Get the comments down there. Especially if you're a Swansea fan. We'd love to hear from you in the comments ahead of a trip to the Swansea.com this weekend. Sky are telling us that 48% of Portsmouth attacking has come down the left-hand side while showing us a close-up of Jacob Murphy. Josh Murphy, sorry. Always get the wrong bloody one, don't I? Sod's Law. It's like a USB thing. It's 50-50 chance you'll always plug it in the wrong way. Kabore in the corner. Bovat making him play it, but the referee has whistled. I think, yeah, he must have been whistled for the foul right over in the corner because Okonkwo's gone all the way out towards the corner flag to take this free kick. Maybe my 5-2 away win prediction was a bit ambitious. Always assume any 5-2 prediction is going to be slightly ambitious. Thrown down the line. Kabore is going to take the throw. No, he's not. He's going to leave it for Cleworth. 88 gone. I think he's going to hurl this one into the box, is he? There's no Kiefer Moore on the pitch to aim for now. So they go into the box. Flicked on by Smith. Fed back in. And they're going to have another throw here. I wonder if they'll let Cleworth go over and take it. No, they've gone short. Kabore. Cross goes in back stick. Headed out towards the edge of the box. Maybe not the smartest. Shot driven in. Blocked. Shot from the edge of the box was blocked by Knight. And Portsmouth have cleared their lines. Liam, evening all. Fair result at Hillsborough. Both sides had chances to win it. 1-1. Thank you, Liam. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Norwich 1. Not much help for either side, that, is it? In fact, I'm sure Norwich fans will say, well, you know, at least if it had been a win to Norwich or a win to Sheffield Wednesday, you have some, you know, some kind of idea of where you're going with things. But a draw doesn't really do anything, does it? Marlon Pack has come in. He's going to get his appearance bonus for playing 30 seconds plus stoppage time. Headed into the box, looking for Bishop. Headed back in again. Chapman tries to help it on Williams. Williams to Murphy. Murphy's inside the box, tries to work Kabore. Murphy puts it in left-footed. As always, if a ball hits anyone in the box, players and crowd appeal for handball. Didn't look like handball to me, but I'll wait for the replay as always. Broadhead carry. Knocks it out to Kabore over on the right. We are into 3 minutes of minimum stoppage time, and Wrexham are going to have a corner in the first of those. Corner, Wrexham. I think it's possibly Cleworth. It does hit his arm, which is completely next to his side. So, not a handball for me, but I've only seen one replay that wasn't slow mode either. In comes the corner. I think that came off a Pompey head, did it? No, wrong again. Man City 4, Dortmund 1. For those of you who like that sort of thing. We're pretty much halfway through minimum stoppage time. Josh Murphy is man of the match. Has he had 8 shots? No, he hasn't. He's had 8 shots himself. That's ridiculous. 8 in one game. My God. Cross looking for Bishop. Cleared. Wrexham trying to get on the counter. Ball up in the air as we approach the last minute of minimum stoppage time. 0 effing 0. Be a long throw in for Pompey. To be fair to John Mousinho, he sent the defenders up for this. They're trying to win the game with it. Pack throws it in. Not jolly effectively. Falls for Murphy though, which is no bad thing. Murphy trying to come inside. And he's going to get a yellow card because he gives the ball away. And then quickly commits a foul to stop the counter-attack. And I suspect that's all she wrote. It was Matty James who nicked it off him. Murphy commits the foul. And we have 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time. remaining. Okonkwo, who had a great first 20 minutes of the second half, is the last player to touch the ball. And the game ends. Portsmouth 0, Wrexham 0. Portsmouth will come away thinking that they should have won that based on a lot of attacking momentum in the second half. They've ended the game with 18 shots and 1.43 XG. In the second half alone, Pompey had 11 shots, 6 on target and 4 big chances. Okonkwo was excellent in goal for Wrexham, particularly minutes 45 to 55. Really good performance by him in the Wrexham goal. But at the end of that kind of attacking flurry from Portsmouth, Wrexham were in 1v1. O'Brien misses the chance. So, both sides had chances. And obviously, first half, the closest anyone came was Kiefer Moore's header down, saved by Mersick. There you go. A 0-0 for you on the watch along. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Elsewhere in the Championship, Preston 2, Swansea 1. Preston go 4th. QPR 1, Southampton 2. Only a third win of the season for Saints. They move above Portsmouth and Oxford tonight. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich 1. Actually puts Norwich above Sheffield United. They've actually moved up a place with that point tonight. Have Norwich. Guys, that'll do me. Thank you so much for your support the last 2 nights. It's been midweek round 14. We obviously had the live interview show with Matt SB on Tuesday, followed by the watch along last night. That was Coventry 3, Sheffield United 1. We had the hot takes today, and the second watch along 0 between Portsmouth and Wrexham. We will be back. And it's on to round 15 as of tomorrow. And it is predictions with the great Sam Parkin tomorrow morning. Looking forward to it. Remember, reiterating here, I will not be live on Friday night for Bristol City and Watford. I've got a show. I will be live on Saturday lunchtime for whoever ends up being the main game. Once more, big thank you to everybody, especially our wonderful super chatters. We had a target of 5. We got 7. So massive thank you to Kelly, Dan Tatua, Ben, Mark, Stephen, Cara and Graham. And we will see you for the predictions. Get involved with me and Sam. Tomorrow we'll try and get that out late morning, providing the ex-footballer turns up on time and the YouTuber manages to get things edited expediently. Thank you for watching. 0-0. You get one every now and then. Apologies. See you tomorrow for the